Hi, Pauline, Daphne here. Lovely to have your next essays and corrections. Well done on that. You don't need to write me the essays again. You don't need to worry about that. Just make the note of any real sentences where there was an issue, any words, any new vocabulary, that kind of stuff. Okay, amazing planning here, absolutely fantastic. You may not have time to obviously do all this so beautifully in the exam. This should take you 3 minutes. So try and see if you can do that in 3 minutes. Just write down words, laziness, yeah, problem solving, that sort of stuff. So just make sure you're not taking too long doing this. Okay. People living in this millennium age are undergoing a gradual shift from physical touch to virtual experience. Oh, okay. Such as ordering food online, bank transactions via mobile app, and so forth. Don't use "and so forth." It's too casual. And I'm cautious about physical touch because these online meetings are not talking about physical touch. So I would just go physical. From physical to virtual experience, okay, such as, okay, it's inarguable good that workplaces are also, so you want to get in this idea of as well as this, it's this, undergoing this shift and via and remote office has now become more popular, okay, and the remote office, or maybe go, and often, because it's not always, the remote office has become more popular in the face-to-face meetups, plural. Nice start. Really like that. This essay will discuss both sides. Okay. Both sides, careful just using that. Be careful. What both sides? Be more specific. Some key issues surrounding remote meetings or remote working, or the success of remote working. Be more specific here, otherwise the examiner will not like it. Okay. There is ample evidence proving that virtual communication in workplaces is more convenient, effective. Oh, I love that. Perfect. The central reason is twofold. Remember, you don't need this. If you're short of time, you don't need this. It's good to have you, not always the template now. Firstly, doing online communication means doing online communication. I would just go communicating online. Yeah. Otherwise, repeating communication as well. Communicating, contacting, negotiating, discussing topics means cutting out. So cutting out is too casual. Reducing, or a reduction in. Furthermore, frequent travel employees. Frequently travelling, that should be frequently, adverb, travelling, adjective. Employees can now say plenty of commuting time. Oh, careful little spelling. And travelling costs due to Zoom video call, which can be set up anytime and very conveniently. Look at that sentence again, okay? Secondly, due to special incidences such as the current pandemic, everyone is discouraged, okay, which means that there has been dramatic, means that internet-based meetings have allowed business to thrive, continue, any of those words, okay? You just need to expand this. It's not enough just to go first, second, boom. You need to add the value here. So, okay, we're not flying, but hey, we can still work. Cyber communication will play an important role. I don't think you need that. I think it's almost like you're giving me 3 points. I don't need 3 points. I'd rather have 2 developed points. Okay, so develop on this. And then a recent survey illustrated that online work communication has helped. It's not finished. Has helped to save. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So if you're talking about work efficiency, talk about more about work efficiency here. So expand these 2 ideas. To get band 7, you have to fully develop your ideas. For me, I don't think this is fully developed. You've got some ideas, but they're not developed enough. Careful, you can't have on the other hand if you haven't got on the one hand. That's really important. So, however, it has been observed that, that working online could lead, not would, be careful on your choice of modal verb, definitely not would, could. Okay, observed, there we go. Now, observed, that's right, I'm sure that's right, what's happening here? Okay, all right, I'm sure that's right. That working online could lead to loneliness, that should be a noun, and boredom of an employee, thus leading to an undesirable mental and psychological health. Okay, not thus, because it's not, doesn't always happen, which might lead to, which might end up leading to. Decisions which could be made by simple verbal discussions have dramatically diminished. So present perfect here again, not finished, still going. And been taken up, passive here. Okay, really check out that sentence, Pauline. This is important grammar here, and there's 2 grammar mistakes in here. This will, you see, this would take you down to a 6 on grammar. And if you get too many 6s, like 6 on grammar, 6 on development, 6 on vocab, 6 on whatever, even if you get 2 6s and 2 7s, that is still counts as a 6. So watch out, you've got to be so correct. Distances between people are widening, or have been widening, again tense, as online communication does not retain, so present tense here, the kind of coziness and personal touch which could be achieved via physical interaction. Okay, it's a lovely paragraph of content, but there's too many grammar mistakes. So check out those sentences, listen again slowly. Now you want an example. For example, add your example, because that paragraph's looking a bit short. It needs something to boost it. Okay. What did workers prefer? What did they think was more successful? What did workers report on health problems? To pick up this theme. So in conclusion, now just go back up here. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Now I need to know. Okay, although there are advantages, come back to this question. Many advantages to meeting virtually in order to complete deals and discussions. A balance should be struck between. Good. To enhance. Yeah, really nice. A nice conclusion there, but you do need that as well. Remember advantages, disadvantages. Remember, come back to that so you're answering that point. Okay, lots of good stuff in here, but lots of little mistakes. So you are really getting so much better every time. Really hope the corrections are helping you focus. Good work, Pauline. Okay, can you be... you've got the picture. Thank you. That does help me a lot. Okay. This is for you, not me, I assume. Okay. The pie chart shows student preference over different subjects in German school. Good. Okay, nice. Careful, keep this tight. Now, remember we want one line. That's your first line. Overall, this is so important. Overall, you've got to use this word. Tell me what happens. Okay? You can have that there. So don't call it conclusion. It's not a conclusion. Overall, put it here. Shows the subject population among students, which is widely dispersed across different subjects, while no single subject dominated, past tense. It's clear that a level of support, enjoyment, IT remainder, past tense. So past tense all the way through. Okay, that is a nice subject there. That is not needed. That is a little bit blah, blah, blah. Okay, get me into the detail. Start with the highest, which is you're going to. So, let's have German, students voted the most popular subject as PE, which occupied. So it's not a kind of story here. I just want a report. the highest share, okay, tightly followed by, okay, I like that, good. The next most enjoyed subjects were maths and physics, which showed, so relative clause again, or a similar popularity. Okay, now stop there. Group it. If you think of grouping it, what I'm doing is grouping the top 4. Look at it logically. Group the top 4. Okay, great, write about them. Then group the next 3, then write about them. So group and compare. If you just remember that, group and compare, that is the key here. So I've got one line here. I don't want that line, that's going. One line here, one line here. One line about the one mini paragraph about the most popular ones. Okay. These 4 subjects accounted for almost 80% total of votes. Okay, really important. Now, in contrast, and I want this in a new section, 4 sections. In contrast, budget follow. No, don't give me that. Sorry. Were not as popular as. So comparative structure were. Okay, were not as popular or liked as the first group, and accounted for or represented or something like that. 7.1% and 6.3%. Okay, that's fine. Okay, added together, these were, or whatever, X times, sorry, you have to do a little bit of maths here, less rated than history. So you're comparing it back, okay? The least preferred, or preferred, no, you've got to go preferred because it's past tense, was IT, okay? Percent only, while only, which was 4 times less than the next or most popular, it's not poor, it's 2 actually, sorry, popular subject, comma, geography. So I've linked it back to something else in its group, geography. So, but most important, let's think of this layout. One little mini one, overall, 1, 1 and 1. It's probably too long. Your overall is a bit long. Keep that a bit shorter. Okay. Good. So I hope that guides you there. Okay, well done. Doing really well. Okay, brilliant.